Suatu. Ya.
Halo, Bapak Edi.
I'm Basma from Sukabumi.
Yes, Basma, selamat ya.
Dudukkan bang, udah mau masuk.
Starts at 3. Yeah, so we ended 2:55 and we all come downstairs. Yeah.
Tuh ini video biarnya. Hai. Kita mau ngapain nih sekarang?
Wawancara.
Dudukkan ya. Aduh, gemeteran ini.
Musik interview with Dubes.
Iya. Oh my god,
Bisa
beneran.
Slav.
Selamat. Ya.
Selamat datang. 안녕하세요. 네. 안녕하세요. 네. 안녕하세요. 맞아. pertama kali di sini ya.
Ya.
So we have arranged like a very precious time for a separate interview. I think all of you can maybe take turns and ask one question to the ambassador, and I hope that maybe you can make this into a good content and then put on the social media as well.
Semuanya dari Jakarta.
No.
Oh,
Dari Sukabumi.
Sukabumi ya. Berapa jam?
Probably 5 hours.
5 hours. Oh, by bus or
By train.
by train? Sampai stasiun Gambir,
No. Cawang.
Cawang. 5 hours. Oh. What time then did you leave home this morning?
At 10.
10 o'clock. Oh, yes.
And I just arrived.
Oh, you skipped the lunch then? Belum makan siang?
But I had breakfast.
So the only male, you are very blessed, surrounded by the beauties. Saya Duta Besar Korea Selatan untuk Indonesia. Saya datang di Jakarta Februari kemarin, hampir 1 tahun, setahun di Jakarta. Tetapi saya pernah bertugas di Kedutaan Besar Korea Selatan di Jakarta dari tahun 2003 sampai tahun 2005. 2 tahun. Pada waktu itu sebagai konselor politik. Senang sekali. Have you come? Yes. Oh yes, please. Yes. Oh yes. Duta Besar dari Kemlu.
Halo, apa kabar Edi?
Silakan.
Wah.
Maybe you could just reserve one seat. Please.
Boleh bisa. So, how are you, Ambassador?
Very fine. Thank you for joining us.
My pleasure.
In this Saturday afternoon. It's quite precious time. Pak Edi, Bapak Edi Yusup is Director for East
Asia Timur dan Pasifik.
Yeah.
Saya kenal dari Jepang, Korea, China,
But he is
Australia, Selandia Baru.
akan pergi ke Brazil sebagai Duta Besar.
Kita bisa di Brazil.
Oh.
Di Oscar.
Very soon, yeah?
Wow.
Ya, next month.
Next month.
Next month.
So, another ambassador. He is representing Indonesia. I'm representing Korea. We are very closely working together for this special strategic partnership between Indonesia and Korea. We just started very free-flowing kind of the exchange of
Okay.
ideas, and it's the first time to get together in the name of Sahabat Korea.
Sahabat
You have
Korea.
already Sahabat Kemlu, right?
Yeah, yeah.
Sahabat Kemlu.
Sahabat Kemlu.
Yeah, that's right.
Yeah, so sama-sama. So if you have any questions untuk Bapak Edi Yusup,
Boleh,
tahu untuk saya, mostly welcome. Yeah. Maybe dari
Okay.
Ajeng dari mana Ajeng?
Dari
Sukabumi.
Sukabumi.
5 hours.
Wow.
Okay, so because we were talking about Sahabat Korea, is there any program that you have planned to engage the Korean in Indonesia, moreover at young people?
Yeah.
If there is, can you tell us what it is and probably the most upcoming one?
Well, this is the first gathering of Sahabat Korea.
Yes.
And I'm very much thankful for you to join Sahabat Korea. And this is a kind of program that you like engage with the young millennials of Indonesia. And this is the first time for us to have this kind of the online supporter groups to promote better understanding and exchanges between Indonesia and Korea. And especially I think this we will have this kind of get together on a regular basis, but I think this initiative will be taken by you, Sahabat Korea. So you could just propose
You can propose
new ideas, new programs, and then we
initiatives.
could support them.
Yeah.
If you have, of course, that we will organize a regular gathering or so. We might kick off some kind of the essay or the video contest, but we will have a roundtable discussion this afternoon, so that if you have any bright ideas, that you could just share with us, and then we will try to reflect your ideas. And it's mari kita maju bersama. Membuat masa depan bersama, ya. So it's not just embassy is proposing something and you could just follow. It's interactive. So because it's millennials are much more active, more lively, and also more creative ideas.
More creative,
Unlike us.
fresh ideas. Yeah.
Okay.
So
I think
you have any idea that's to make maximum use of this?
Just for your
Sahabat Korea?
information, that Indonesia and the Korean government agreed to organize young leaders dialogue, which is consists of academicians, entrepreneurs from Korea and Indonesia, and also startup companies. So they are going to have a meeting in Indonesia in April this year. So all the
Mudah-mudahan.
But if you have any ideas yang sederhana gitu ya, any workshop or any other kinds of ideas, we can work together. Kemlu and also Korean Embassy
Because this we have a multi-purpose.
can provide funding for the program.
Oh,
Yeah. I'm Basma from Sukabumi.
Oh, Sukabumi juga.
Yeah.
Oh, what's the best
Your friends?
company?
just met.
Just living here.
Now you're Teman Baru.
Yeah.
You have assigned in Indonesia for 2 years, from 2003 until 2005, as a political advisor to the South Korea Embassy in Indonesia. And in some articles, I read that while you're returning to Korea, you always remember about Indonesia, and you state you are very happy because you can be reassigned in Indonesia. If I may know, when you return to South Korea, what kind things that make you miss the most about Indonesia, that make you really want to go back to Indonesia? And is there Indonesian food that you really like? Are there Korean food similar to Indonesian food?
Sangat senang bisa kembali ke Indonesia, pulang kampung. Ya. What I missed most is friends. Friends that I've been in very close touch, and also the quite very sweet smiles of Indonesian friends and young people. that is really the great strengths of the people of Indonesia. Indonesian people are always resilient whenever, even in difficult times like natural disasters. People in the village, people in the earthquake-stricken areas are not losing their hopes. I personally been to Banda Aceh when tsunami hit the area in December 2004, long time back. But even people in Aceh areas were not giving up. They're always keeping their faith.
Always
and
smart, optimistic.
and also always trying to kind of be forgiving, forgiving the poverty, forgiving the natural disasters, forgiving the difficulties even when they are faced with. So I think that's a big asset of people of Indonesia. For the food, I think there's I really miss some of satay, especially satay lidik from Bali, and with that lemongrass and the bubur ayam, sop untuk, good. Yeah, sop untuk at cafe in Borobudur Hotel is always very tasty, and some of the dishes from the local areas like nasi padang and even ikan bakar dari Manado, and there's always that is really something we miss. And also I think that's the weather. In Korea now, winter is very severely cold. It's -7-10 degrees on the Celsius. But here in Indonesia, still you could just walk around with even half sleeves, and even so we don't have any difficulties in just walking around and staying along the poolside, even during the so-called winter season. I think that those are the things that we miss so much.
Thank you.
Hello, my name is Angelica. I'm from Surabaya.
You flew from Surabaya?
Yes.
For this?
Yeah, for this.
Oh, that's how sweet. Yes.
Thank you.
Very
So
good.
you arrived yesterday afternoon?
Today.
This morning?
Yeah, today morning.
Oh, I see. I've been to Surabaya many times.
Oh.
Yeah.
So my question is now, what field do you want to develop more cooperation between Korea and Indonesia? Maybe culture, tourism, or education?
I thought you are Korean.
Thank you.
I think there's there are three pillars that we place greater emphasis on promotion of bilateral partnership. One is prosperity, economic, trade, investment, and infrastructure development, tourism. The second is the peace. Peace is the utmost important element in securing stability and prosperity. And Indonesia and Korea have been a great partner in promoting a sense of peace and also trying to work out kind of the more favorable conditions for peace building on the Korean Peninsula. Especially President Jokowi has been very much committed to bringing two sides together. Even when the first summit between South and North Korea took place, that was on the 27th of April last year, and then President Jokowi has invited both South and North Korean ambassador, myself and North Korean ambassador An, to Istana Merdeka to have an exchange of ideas and also to deliver words of congratulations to the successful outcome of the first inter-Korean summit meeting. And also Asian Games. Indonesia has hosted Jakarta Palembang Asian Games and Asian Para Games last year. And both Asian Games, South and North Korean athletes marched together jointly at the closing and opening ceremony of the Asian and Asian Para Games. And also some of the athletes have formed one united single team.
Single team.
So that's kind of the very symbolic gesture of Indonesia's kind of initiative to bring these two Koreas together. And lastly, people. Prosperity, peace, and people. But most important element is people. How to encourage people-to-people exchange, how to encourage understanding, better and more broader understanding of culture and art and even cuisines, culinary flavors of both sides. And especially this nowadays, young millennials in Indonesia are quite familiar to K-wave, K-related Korean K-drama, K-beauty, K-health, and K-food, and even sometimes I think this the youngsters from Indonesia increasingly in a greater number going to Korea to continue their studies, and vice versa. More students are coming to Indonesia to continue their studies at some of the universities and language institutes here in Indonesia.
Ada yang lain lagi, silakan.
Excuse me.
Yes.
My name is Hisham. I'm asking about the education
Where are you from, Isha?
from Tegal.
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 Oh,
Wow.
okay.
Seberang Java.
Yeah, Jawa Tengah.
Yes. My question is, for the student in Indonesia that interest in South Korea and they want to do some research or observation in South Korea, is there any program that the embassy help them? And then how about the procedure?
Well, there are quite a number of opportunities or the facilities that we are offering. One is the Jakarta Korea Cultural Center. They are running Korean language classes, and also Sejong Institute, which is also offering Korean language classes. But some of the universities like UI, UGM in Jakarta, and UPI in Bandung, and UNAS here in Jakarta, they are running Korean Studies department, which is a regular undergraduate courses. And also about 10 universities are also offering Korean language programs within their campuses. And for the scholarship programs to study in Korea, you might know that there is a website, Study in Korea. If you just Google Study in Korea, there's a big platform which are introducing you to a variety of programs, including scholarship programs. Yeah. So there's some are government funded, like the Korean government is sponsoring about annually it's about 20 to 30 students from Indonesia, either undergraduate, but mostly master's degree course. Yeah. Also KOICA and Korea Foundation are also running such a program. But even apart from those government-funded programs, there are quite a variety of programs now being run by the private universities. The private universities are offering some scholarship programs. Some are full tuition-free programs. Some are half tuition-free. So I think there's you could check this Study in Korea website. So
Some foreign companies who are operating in Indonesia, they are also offering scholarship, like Postco and other Korean companies. So you can look at the website.
My name is Adina. I'm from Bandung.
Oh, Bandung.
Bandung.
As you know, Korea have 4 seasons, right? Is there a special festival held every season? And can you explain what the festival is? And how the response and impact for the tourism there?
Oh. So festivals in Korea.
Yeah.
Oh, I see. There are so many, so I cannot just name one. But this, of course, the Korean government, together with the Korean retail outlets, are holding so-called Korea Grand Sale. It's an annual event. Korea Grand Sale is now on the way in Korea. and in the second half of the year that as well.
Normally, which month?
Normally there's sometime in the month of January, February, and another one is September and October. But
It's very cold, right? It's very cold, but it's very cold.
January,
The weather?
the weather is very cold. Minus 7-8 degrees in the morning. But I think there's festivals. Some are very localized festivals. About the film festival, it's Busan Film Festival is quite well known. It's a worldwide festival. And Tongyang is a small city in the southern part of Korea. They have a music festival. And in Pyeongchang, where the Winter Olympic Games were held, every summer there's a Greater Mountain Music Festival. It's more like a classic festival. And in some cities like Andong, they are holding international mask dance festival. So many varieties of festivals that you could just check out with the KTO, Korea Tourism Organization website, and also this Korea Cultural Center, so that you could get involved in some of the events. But I think there's like in Japan, we do have cherry blossom festivals in the months of, normally it's about early part of April, and also during the summer, so much fun at the beach side, young kind of the what's it, electronic EDM, what's the electronic music festivals along the beach, and also jazz festival in Jara Island. Jara Island Jazz Festival is quite well known for the international jazz lovers.
Thank you.
Yes.
My name is Isti. I want to ask you.
Dari mana?
Dari, I'm from Bekasi.
Bekasi, not very far. Yeah. 3 hours, 2 hours.
Yes,
Traffic is quite,
I want to ask, did you have a photo shop when you first arrived in Indonesia?
Photo.
Culture shock.
Oh, when I was first assigned in 2003. Actually, not much, but I cannot say it's a shock, but there are some cultural differences because I've been serving in Pakistan in 2003 and 5, so I'm more or less getting used to this kind of Muslim-dominated country or the culture or environment. But still, I think there's one thing that I was quite amazed is that at the shopping mall or at the stadiums, at the college, so many young generations. Yeah, Korea is a country where the very rapid aging is underway, the so-called aging society. The so-called medium age, which is kind of the average age of the whole population, in case of Korea is above the age of 40. It's an increasingly aging population. But in case of Indonesia, it's a young nation, full of young people, millennials, and even Generation Z. Yeah. So in here at the shopping malls, at the bus stations, it's flooded with the youngsters. So that's something that really is Indonesia is a very promising and forward-looking nation with young powers. That's what I heard. Fast, yes.
My name is Chang. I'm from Lampung and Bali, but I live in Jakarta. And I would like to ask you, South Korea is known as one of the most favorite holiday destination in Asia, especially for its culture and historical value, as well as attractive tourism destination and its four seasons. As the South Korean ambassador for Indonesia, is there any South Korean potential holiday destination that has not been explored much yet?
So the essence of the question is any room for improvement?
Yeah, the Korean destination that I'm not
right.
Yes.
familiar with Indonesia.
Some of the, I think the Seoul and partly Busan are quite well known to Indonesians. And also Jeju Island is now getting more popularity but some of the southern part of the Korean Peninsula are not fully familiarized to the Indonesian travelers or would-be tourists. One is the Namhae and those Yeosu, Suncheon areas, which are the southern coastal line cities, which are quite it's more like, I think there's the scenic view is very much like the maybe Lombok, yes, for example, but much more developed. A lot of these destinations that are quite attractive. And another one is maybe that's since the inter-Korean relation between South and North Korea is improving, so there are much more attentions given to so-called the border areas with North Korea, so-called demilitarized zone (DMZ), where this South and North Korean military guards are now facing each other. So that joint security area might be one area for attraction for Indonesian travelers for the future. So maybe one question for Pak Edi Yusup. Yes.
My name is Fanny. I'm from Jakarta. This year there are 100 Korean friends and only one they've chosen to go to Korea. Would you please tell us the criteria?
Oh,
yeah. 100? Not enough, but
you see, we haven't actually set any criteria yet because it's the first day kicking off this Sahabat Korea event. So we will discuss within ourselves and maybe some kind of we may have some competition, kind of the maybe essay or the YouTube contest or whatever contest that we would think of. So that through those contests we could give those privilege to, for example, the first prize winner or the second prize winner. But we, as you said, it's not enough. So I think that we should think of an idea of expanding the number of prize winners.
Besides the Korean embassy, there are other institutions that provide visit to Korea. I remember 3 months ago, my daughter and other 3 colleagues from Suatu went to Korea. Went to Busan, what we call it, ASEAN Center, ASEAN Korea Center.
ASEAN Culture House.
But I don't know who organized. I think 4 to 5 colleagues.
So I think that's from Korea ASEAN Center.
From Korea ASEAN Center.
Korea ASEAN Center has a program called ASEAN Korea Youth Dialogue.
Yeah.
So
5 orang 1 tahun.
From every country, that ASEAN 10 countries, they are inviting young college students to join this youth dialogue. So there are quite a number of opportunities. Of course, we will try to provide you with such information later on. Yes.
So what they did is that they just made the essay how to enhance Indonesia-Korea cooperation. So based on that essay, they were selected to go to Busan to see the ASEAN Korea Center.
Yeah.
Very nice.
All right. So anything else that we could go down to? Time? Time is up. Yeah, almost time. Yeah.
Mungkin untuk teman-teman ketahui ya, jadi hubungan kita dengan Korea itu satu-satunya negara yang hubungannya itu di samping strategik juga ada kata spesial. Jadi strategik yang spesial itu satu-satunya. Itu karena hubungan Bapak Presiden kita dengan Pak Presiden Menjadi itu dekat sekali. Jadi baru pertama kali saya mendampingi kunjungan Presiden itu bicaranya tuh lama sekali dari pagi sampai malam.
Sampai malam.
Itu Presiden tuh biasanya the longest is only 2 hours. But with President Moon, starting in the morning 8:30 until 10 p.m. dibawa ke Tong Diamond sama Pak Presiden Moon. Jadi begitu akrab karena biasanya nggak mudah Presiden bicara dalam waktu yang lebih dari berjam-jam ya. Nah ini spesial ini kenapa spesial karena satu pemerintah Korea akan membantu untuk mempercepat industrialisasi di Indonesia. Itu satu. Makanya ada industri pengembangan industri besi baja di Cilegon. petrochemical. Jadi kalau negara ingin menjadi negara industri itu harus punya industri besi baja, punya petrokimia dan industri lainnya. Itu satu, Korea akan bantu. Kedua, Korea akan bantu untuk digital ekonomi. Jadi nanti ekonomi kreatif itu Korea akan banyak bantu kita. Dan sudah ada center ya, Korea ekonomi kreatif di Indonesia. Dan yang ketiga, Korea satu-satunya negara yang mau memberikan transfer teknologi untuk industri strategis seperti industri defense, bikin kapal selam, bikin pesawat tempur. Kita tidak dapat dari negara mana kecuali Korea. Makanya kita bilang special strategic partnership. Ya. Paham ya, Pak?
Yeah. So we will have a chance to talk to you downstairs as well.
Yeah.
All right. So,
I think it's fine. Maybe I can take
Sure.
the ambassador.
Okay.
let's go downstairs together.
Thank you so much.
Bye.
Videonya ramah banget. Rupanya ramah banget sumpah. Kebanggaan banget ya Pak lahirnya.
Tapi yang seneng Korea malah adiknya yang cewek, yang itu enggak.